Can you stick this on that chair right there? Of course. Oh, yeah. Kim, is there anything that you don't want to go over? Because we will keep away from the topic.
What are we doing?
So it's a relationship podcast. We go through like our quote unquote principles and kind of like get your opinion on them. And then we like to just talk about like your dating philosophy and like dating history. So if there's anything that you don't want to bring up, just be like, I'm not touching that. Or you can tell us ahead of time. And we're not live yet. So.
Okay. No worries. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just won't talk about something. I guess I just won't talk about it if I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. That's totally fine. We just like to give people the opportunity. Some people are like, I don't talk about my job at all. Not that like that would be the case for you. But like some people are like, nah, I can't mix both two things or whatever. So.
Does anybody need another drink or anything before we start?
Are you gonna go get one?
Yeah, let me grab one. Let me get a lemonade, please.
I'll have one. Not the regular lemonade, like the other ones.
The other ones.
The other ones.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Rosy blind, rosy blind.
Thank you.
Gracias, señor. Look at you. You ain't just white. You got some seasoning. You special
my
white.
My brother's half Mexican.
Yeah, there you go. You that off-white.
Hang on. Can I hear myself? Yeah, one second.
Okay, we started recording.
Let me see. Is that okay? That's way pretty cool. Alrighty. Hey, Kim.
Hey.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna hit the intro. Usually do the
Shit.
What's up?
My light just went out.
Did it? I can hear you fine.
No.
Oh, your
Yeah.
light went out. I thought you said your mic went out.
And my light. Oh wait. It just came back on. Oh no, it's dead.
It doesn't work. It's not the worst.
I mean, we can still see you.
There might be a second battery. Hold on one second.
Okay, no worries.
Oh.
Come on, you stupid.
What if the vape pens?
What's your second battery? Oh, nice.
That would be hilarious.
Remember, because there was the whole thing about the like Chinese ones with like the vitamin E in it or something.
That was Jewel.
How much?
Oh, those weed pens too.
I'm pretty sure that was just Jewel.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm back.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do the intro, then we'll get plugs out of the way, then we'll go over our 3 principles, and then we'll just sort of dive into things.
Mm-hmm. Karizmatik will intro us.
Alrighty, here we go.
Hear ye, make way for the kings. The kings are here.
You think the bitches are great because you're fucking seasonal, nigga? You can't be seasonal! Niggas got, this shit's 24 hours a day!
Kingz. You're listening to the Kingz Podcast with your hosts, Karizmatik, Irish O'Neal, and Moush.
Welcome to another installment of the Kingz Podcast. I am yours truly, Karizmatik.
Irish O'Neal.
And Donnie Moush.
And today we got joining us the wonderful Kim Congdon.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Kim?
Am I saying that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it right. You killed it.
I'm super pumped that Kim's on. Kim is one of my favorite people in the world. Also, I would say easily one of the funniest, if not the funniest female comic around right now, in my opinion. I know maybe I'm biased because we're friends, but I mean, like, the shit that comes out of Kim's mouth is so fucking wild.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just tried to explain to my boyfriend recently how we're friends, and I was like, well, Joe used to come to like a bunch of comedy shows, and then we used to hang out, and it started to sound sketchy. And then he used to just like smoke, and oh yeah, and we're really good friends on Xbox. Cool. And now he's a producer at Gas. You'll see when we did the podcast. You can add him on Xbox. I started being more sketchy.
Shit.
There's just no denying. You're just like digging like deeper and deeper.
It's my own social anxiety thinking that I seem like I'm doing something wrong when I'm not. Like bury myself in a bigger hole.
Oh my god. Let's go ahead and get plugs out of the way so we can jump right into things. Kim Congdon, what do you got to plug for the people?
You guys follow my podcast, Broad Topics. It's Broad Topics TOPIX, and it's on literally anywhere you find a podcast. You can find it on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, the Gas Digital Network. If you subscribe, you get 14 days free with promo code Topics. And yeah. Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram, on TikTok at Kim Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. TikTok's the most important thing in my life right now. So.
Oh, fuck yeah, be TikToking. Hell yeah.
He's a hardcore TikTok.
Speaking of relationships, let's talk about how TikTok's ruining them. He's gonna dump me soon. I have to tell you all about it. When he goes to the bathroom to shower, I like get it in like crack. I'm like, so he comes out so he doesn't hear the songs. But yeah,
Hilarious.
Charismatic.
Oh my god. You can catch me at Karizmatik IPE on Facebook, Karizmatik_ME on IG and Twitter. You can catch me on your mom's on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 9 to 5 or 6 to 9 or 8 to 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Working around the clock.
I gotta put in the hours, man. I gotta put in the hours. Yo, book me. Let's get it, yo.
Ani_Moush on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me there. Follow my Etsy store, by Moush, or by_Moush on Instagram. Check out all that shit. Studio's coming with me to New York, so
Fuck yeah.
it'll be great. And then I guess wait for Don't Want to Die Alone promos I just put up today. Check that out on my Instagram, Ani_Moush. Oh, and follow and listen to the SDR show.
Guys, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at It's Irish O'Neill. Check out my podcast, Shit Talking Cunts, live every Sunday. Find me on this podcast and also Midlife ISIS every week. So that's what's up.
Let's get it.
So let's get into our three principles. So these Kim, are the three principles we think we boiled down to what you need for a successful relationship. The first and foremost is confidence. So you need confidence. We always liken it to a salesman. You know, a salesman, you have a product you're trying to sell. Jesus Christ. You're trying to sell, and you believe in the product. You know that it's good. Not everyone's gonna want to buy it, but you don't give a fuck what their reaction is. You're trying to sell it to everyone that walks through the door. You're not afraid of taking the loss.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I mean, you got to know that you serving some grade A. You know what I mean? Whatever that is for you. If you a lady, you serving that grade A 90, or you serving that grade A, conversation. You know what I'm saying? If you a dude, you serving that grade A slang. You know what I'm getting it? You getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your get off is, sell that point.
Sure.
You know?
That's true. That's true, yeah. You have to go with what you have, and you have to go 100% at it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Especially if you don't have anything, pick the best thing you have and go 100% at that thing.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter. If you have one good ball,
She sees it.
Then
She
you
that
swing that
ball.
ball around like a
Yeah.
wrecking ball. You live your Miley Cyrus,
your
man.
entire body should be covered in a mask except for that part.
Probably don't go horseback riding, but yeah.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Hurt.
Which leads us into our second principle, which is honesty. I mean, if you ain't putting out there what you want them to, accept you for, how the fuck can they accept you? You know what I'm saying? If you an ass eating motherfucker and you ain't saying yo, I'd eat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, how they supposed to accept you for what you do?
Right.
Right, Kim?
I agree.
Yeah. How you supposed to accept an ass-eating motherfucker if he ain't coming to you like, yo, I eat ass, yo?
This is important to me.
Yes.
I have to have this or I'm out.
Right.
I agree, but at the same time, it is fun to have little twists.
Yep. You see?
True.
You see?
A little twist every once in a while. You're like 7 months in, 8 months in, and then suddenly something new pops up, and you're like, what
Yep.
is this?
And what she's talking about, it's a little twist of the tongue. That's what you do right there. You know what I'm saying? It's a little party trick. She learned it. I'm not gonna tell you who she learned it from, but like it's a little twist. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. That little twist move. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta.
This is charismatic. He likes ass.
I like a lot of things. Okay, I like more than just what I like. Okay, I don't just like ass. I like female ass. It's a beautiful thing. It's like beautiful flowers.
Thank you for being honest about that. See?
Why
Principle
not?
number 2.
Why not? Who doesn't like a beautiful booty?
Fair.
Yeah.
And men got hairy ones. That's the.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
I mean, is not every booty hairy a little bit?
True. Little peach fuzz.
I don't want mine to be.
I mean, a little peach fuzz, alright. You know what I'm saying?
Not like on the outside, but like the booty hole.
You have a
hair.
hairy booty hole? You
That's
grow
not
hair
fun.
on your booty hole?
You got to get that wax. That's part of the wax method.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, that don't hurt?
Oh no, I bet.
No,
Oh,
that's
it
the best
does.
part. Actually, no, during the wax, I think that's the best part. I talked about that today.
You think
Really?
that's the best part?
Yeah, when they do the wax, when they do the whole thing, right?
Mhm.
The part that hurts the most is the part like right under your belly button, like the lowest part under your belly button, like the top part.
Yeah, because the skin
Okay.
The
is
pubic
delicate.
bone area.
Like, you're
Like
saying, happy trail
above
area, or are you saying?
above anything exciting.
Okay.
The area above anything exciting, that area.
Okay. Party's
That
on
is
landing
the
zone.
worst. That is a nightmare. It is something that some sick person thought of. That thing. It's horrible.
I guess 2020, we don't have a better way to do this yet.
Yeah.
Right, it's sick. No, they do it with lasers. It's a very 2020 way to do it.
Mhm.
They do it with
Facts.
lasers. But yeah, the butt's fine. It's
Honey,
warm.
give us our third.
Third principle, yeah. So our third principle, and we just say this for anybody in life when you're approaching anyone at all, but our demographic is mostly straight men. So when we say approaching these ladies, we say to have some social intelligence. So what we mean by that is, we always advocate be funny, but like have a passion, an interest, a hobby, something to talk about when you're approaching somebody, because how the weather is not interesting.
Do the little twist.
Yeah, do the little twist.
You know what I'm saying?
Some variation. Of
Yeah, be interesting.
Yeah, be interesting.
The twist is very interesting. Learn the twist.
The twist is absolutely awful. I gotta admit, the twist is awful. What is the twist?
What? How you gonna call it awful and not know what it is? You see, she just want to downplay it. It's amazing. She don't want y'all to experience greatness. Y'all gotta understand what I'm putting out there, all right? She don't get it. She don't get it.
What is it? What is the twist?
I mean, maybe Kim's not the only one. Maybe you should explain it to the Kings
I got
watching.
y'all want me to explain the little twist? I mean, I got
guess.
you.
I mean,
All right. So what I call the little twist, right? So what you do is you start around the hole, right? And you go in a circular pattern. And as you go in a circular pattern, you start rotating your head. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so you almost like that when they have like a pendulum, but not back and forth, but they have like where it's spinning in a circle. And
Yes.
So what
it's
you're telling
getting,
me
like,
is the same feeling you get from a bidet, but with
It's-
water.
but with a little more finesse, I guess.
But with your tongue.
Yeah, and then every so often you can flick, you know what I'm saying, in a different direction, It's going to
I
stimulate
see.
different areas. Girls like to be sensualized before you dive right in, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, I'm going to get it. Yo, I'm going to get it. Yo, I got it. You know what I'm saying? You got to pounce a little bit. It's a little twist right there.
Kim looks super convinced.
Yeah, Kim, I mean, you can even hit it with a little bit of ice, even if you need a little bit more, hit with some ice too. You know what I'm saying? Put a little ice in your mouth, be like,
The way
wow.
he described the motion of it, it reminded me of those things that you put your pencils in when you were a kid and they'd like do the circle for you.
Next time, try that.
And
Try
you
that
nod
shit.
and
Watch.
like a master-
Watch.
Elementary.
Watch. Try that. You'll be like, this is oddly amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
It feels like an appropriate time to drink chocolate milk, but I'm going to double down.
This is a great time to drink chocolate milk, okay? You are my type of girl. Look at that. She's like, booty talk, chocolate milk. Let's get it. I like it. I like it.
My goodness.
What you want? You want me not to
Nothing.
appreciate the woman's drink choices?
No, dog. This is your show. You can appreciate whichever you
Hell
want.
yeah, that's a great caveat.
So Kim, what do you think of these principles? Do you feel like the guys that you go after typically employ these when they're trying to get with you? What's your opinion?
The guys that I typically go after.
Yeah, or the
Whatsoever,
guys that
I don't have like a typical. I feel like I don't have a typical guy I go after. The guys that I go after have been pretty different.
Really?
In what regard?
They're just different people. Some of them have those principles, some of them don't. So,
Do you feel like you gravitated more towards the ones that did?
Which
or
ones
kind of
worked
ambiguous?
better?
Yes, that's a better question.
worked.
Which one's like,
Or
if
did
you
you
were to,
appreciate
if you were
more?
to rank
I'm not
them?
married to all of them, so none of them work.
Which ones did you appreciate more?
Yeah.
Well, all of those things are really good qualities in a person. They're obviously what you want in someone, so I appreciate that more. And yeah, that's definitely better for me.
Yeah.
But when you're younger, you don't feel like that. You feel like the other stuff's better because it's like this sick, weird thrill.
Right, because you're a kid and you know.
Yeah.
Like all
So
of us.
yeah, it's definitely. I mean,
So
honesty and all that shit. Who doesn't want that?
right. So when did you start dating? Would you say, or would your dating history begin?
I mean, like I had like a little boyfriend in like middle school.
Okay.
I liked boys in 5th grade. Okay, I remember in kindergarten literally making this boy draw all the directions to his house in the sand. And he was like, go left here and you go right here, and I was like, had my hands on my hips and I was like, all right. I was like trying so hard to really memorize it and really
Oh my
like,
God.
and I was like, and when I got back in the car with my mom, I was like, we gotta go left, we gotta go to this kid's house, and she was like, this is insane. But yeah, so I guess that was my first dating experience, me trying to yeah, I had like little boyfriends in 5th grade, and then like a little boyfriend in middle school, and then I dated, probably my first like real boyfriend was like when I was 15. It was like my first like real kind of boyfriend. I dated a guy, and then I dated another guy for 4 years after that.
Okay.
Oh shit.
What ended that?
I just ended it because we both moved to like a college town.
Oh, okay.
And this is really fucked up. He was 18, or he was 20, and I was 18. And the town we moved into,
Grooming.
all the bars were guys 21, girls 18, which is really sick.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Nice.
Isn't that? First of all, isn't that horrible?
Yes, yeah, of course.
That is terrible. But then I was allowed to go out to the bars and he wasn't. So it became a huge and it was like the first time that we were out of this small town, and there was like so much fun things to do. And then I started working at a bar and being invited out like after work to like hang out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he couldn't drink, and like he couldn't get in anywhere, and it became a huge problem. So that's
Wait,
kind of
why was he not get just like?
He was 20.
He was 20.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said he was 21.
Yeah, he
he was
Oh.
20 and I was 18.
That's so fucking.
That's
funny.
fucking hilarious.
I was 2 years younger than him.
And she gets
Oh
to
my
do.
God. And then you're just big dicking him the whole time.
Well, I'm going out. You can
Is
stay
that
home.
where you learned to big
Like, I'm
dick?
hanging out with my friend Brandon, and we're just friends, but he's got VIP tonight.
And also, I heard the piece isn't bad. I love you.
So yeah, that ended quickly.
Shit.
That's
After
fair.
4 years, wow, that's quite a table off, I would say.
Yeah, but it was good. It was, I don't know, it needed to happen.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
it's sort of like a, mutually. I mean, well, maybe not have been mutual on his end, but it wasn't really going anywhere. You were just kind of like.
No, I felt like kind of stuck. I was just comfortable. He was fine. Everything was fine, but nothing was like exciting. And then when I went to college, like things became exciting.
That's fair.
Same.
So now, when you get to college, you're single? Are you just sort of like going around like experimenting, doing stuff, or are you right back into another relationship?
No, I'm just like mostly having fun and just like partying. I spent a lot of time just like having fun in college. I was working at this place called The Swamp, and I was making a lot of money with my friends, more money than we should have been making. And me and like my girlfriends were just like going out and having vacations and like having a great time. It was stupid, and we were just having fun. So I wasn't in a relationship at all in college. There was a few guys that I would like see or date casually, but no.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good call. I mean, I really, you always see every now and then the like high school sweethearts end up together, or like people meet in college. But I mean,
Right.
at the very least, I mean, you gotta at least date a little outside your area code before you like lock shit down.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
So what was the next relationship after that? And how did you get into
Okay, so after that, I moved. So after college, I moved to LA. And in LA, I met this guy who, I guess he was a comic. I don't think he does comedy anymore. He was a young comic, an open mic comic, when I moved to LA and I started doing comedy. And I started to date him. And it was very funny because I was very, very excited to date him because he was like really cute. He was like the first guy that was like, I moved to LA, this model's like into me. He like goes to all these parties and he's so cool, and like I'm like so young and I've just lived in this small town. Like I remember when I even went to college, the first night I went out in like a Guy Harvey shirt and flip-flops. And I called my mom and I was like, "Oh, you need to help me with money. I need to buy clothes. I need a dress or something." Like I never even, so I dated this guy who was a model, but it was very interesting because I came from like a really small town, and then I started dating this guy who's very Hollywood. So his whole life was on some weird shit. And it was my first, my first interaction with seeing something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. But he was just like a typical LA douchebag.
Fair.
And that was my next relationship, and that was for 9 months, and we broke up because he was a douchebag. He'd be like, "Yeah, I gotta go. I got invited to Paris Hilton's party, and it's just no plus ones, babe." He was like that. Like he was just a douche.
So basically, he was you in college.
Right? Exactly.
Yo, I'm gonna go to Edwin's party. No plus one. Bye.
He was my karma. He was me in my past.
I'm glad I could bring that full circle for you right there.
You saw it. Your third eye was open for that one.
My third eye's always open.
Been charging his crystals on the full moon and shit.
But yeah, that was my next relationship. And then am I going through all of them? There's only a couple more.
Yeah.
And then I dated this guy casually in the Army for like 4 months. Do we even count those?
If you want. Only if it was impactful in any way, I guess.
I mean, was it just was it at least good dick phase, or like what was it? Like?
He's cool.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
Whatever. Those when you're like, why are we even doing this? I think that's how we ended it. We were
wow, shit.
both shrugged and said nothing and just never talked again.
I mean, that's easzy,
That is
That's
easy.
only the best it could go, I suppose.
I don't know why in my head it instantly played out that like after like a night of like no orgasms, they just both look at each other and wonder like, yeah, and they just walk the fuck out.
Deuces.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
Right, and then the next one, Joey, you are very familiar with, is with Luis J. Gomez. Obviously, we're not even going to pretend that we don't. And then that was my last relationship before the one I'm in right now.
How long did that one last?
That one lasted, I'll say, a couple years.
Okay.
We'll say a couple years. So my longest relationship was 4 years, followed by a couple years.
Was that because it was off and on? Does this kind of like the ending wasn't clear?
It was around 2 years.
Okay.
You know when you stay in it for after it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When we're counting that edge of it.
All right. Fair.
So yeah. and now I'm dating someone.
How would you say those other relationships shaped what you went looking for in this most recent relationship?
I mean, they all did. Literally every single relationship. It was like every time I would always note, I'd be like, I don't like that. I don't like that behavior. I don't like that thing. I don't like this reaction. I don't like the way this guy smells. Even down to like the way his armpits smell. Like little things where you're like, I tried to ignore this with this person for so long that I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
You
know your limit now.
Yeah. So even for everything, every little thing, I don't like the way they drive, like little shit. Like you have to find someone that you're super comfortable with.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. I think that should be everyone's journey. I mean, find someone that you're comfortable with, and then see where things progress to. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I don't think every relationship is the cookie cutter type.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, people should explore their boundaries and see.
If
where
it looks
goes.
like that, then there's something fucked up on the back end that you don't see. Like, there's no such thing as.
Well, it's like everyone's on the journey of like you're basically getting to a point where you're okay with taking the L because you're like I've dealt with this before already. I'm not trying to do this shit again. So it's really hard, especially like guys when they're younger, because it's like we're so obsessed with getting pussy and stuff that you're like, I'll say or do anything to get pussy. But then as you get a little older, you're just like, you're like, I'm not really willing to put up with XYZ. So like it's worth taking the L.
Did you ever feel, or do you still feel, like, I mean, they talk about how like people don't want to give up pussy, right? There's power to that. Do you feel like there was ever a point where you're like, oh, I can hold like sex over someone and they'll do whatever I want?
Yeah, but
all the time.
Yeah.
Do you still feel that way?
Not over, like I've just felt like it kind of depends on the person. It kind of depends on what they want too.
Yeah, because like I've always felt that way, but I can't do that with him.
Right. It's not enough to hold them over.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you want to fuck me? All right, video games. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
No, I understand that. It depends on the person, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always felt like I had that kind of power up until.
No, very true. Because I mean, that's what most guys end up chasing.
Yeah.
Instead of chasing the type of personality they want, they start chasing, body types, or they start chasing, I love titties or something like.
Well,
but that was their natural attraction.
No,
first,
true.
So.
But like I like cheeks, but not every cheek I'm chasing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the quality. You still at some point have to step back and be like,
yeah,
yo,
but that's like the first
person.
step. If that's like your thing, you're gonna look at that first and then go from there.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that and then you start selecting the personalities afterward.
Yeah,
but like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's the problem for guys. Is it's literally like a sickness for us of like I don't know. I can't even begin to start thinking about like if I want more with a chick until after we fuck, because it's like there's like it's the same feeling like when they say like to guys like don't make a decision with full balls, because like after you jerk off, the sense of clarity you get as a guy, it's like psychotic. Like the amount of decisions I've almost fucked up in my life, and I jerked off and I was like, what the fuck?
That's why.
I recently wrote a joke. I was like, yo, why can't post-nut nigga talk to pre-nut nigga and let him know, like, his analysis? You know, if those two niggas could talk, like a lot of shit just wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if post nigga came to pre-nigga was like, yo, you don't want to hit that, man. You gonna come out itching, yo. You know what I'm saying? Pre-nigga would never get into them situations that have post niggas so itchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
These niggas need to talk.
But yeah.
Post nigga need to talk to pre nigga.
Wow. That's your angel and devil.
Yeah, man. Post nut nigga, and pre nut nigga.
Wow.
Think about it. Like
I know I do it every morning.
Boom.
Yeah.
You got a post nut nigga and a pre nut nigga too.
My day's gonna.
Kim, you got a post nut and pre nut nigga?
What do you mean by that?
Have you ever made like terrible decisions because you were so fucking horny?
Yeah.
That's pre-nut nigga. That's pre-nut nigga right there. All right. Have you ever after said fuck? Have you ever after said fuck been like, holy shit, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah.
That's post-nut nigga. Now, if post-nut nigga could talk to pre-nut nigga, you wouldn't have had that situation.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, literally, even before post, mid.
Yo, right. I don't really have a
Dude,
midnight
I mean,
nigga.
this
Until
is a
that nigga.
terrible idea. I
just
should
go
get
fucking
that out of here. I should have
autopilot.
rented a movie at home. The Florida Project's for $1.99 on Amazon Prime tonight. I should have.
Kim's like, I could be playing Fortnite right now.
Me and Joey would be getting a dub right now.
Yo, that's
Actually
hilarious
thinking
because
that.
in my
There-
head, like,
Joey, I promise you, there has probably been at least one moment ever during sex where I've been like, I could be on Fortnite.
yo, your midnight nigga is vicious, yo. Your midnight nigga, I would never mess with that dude. Man, like,
Probably like when I first downloaded it, you know, when you really get like addicted, like you know, like the like 6-hour nights on Fortnite those days.
You're
Probably
like,
that
"What's
day.
eating?"
I might have slipped up once, and been like, you know what, Fortnite would be better.
yo,
real.
it's hilarious to me because because you're a woman, like it's happening like this. These thoughts are happening mid-stroke, so it's like I should be playing Fortnite right now. This is not worth it.
Oh, I've definitely just made checklists for the day. I'm like, I need to get this shit done.
See,
She's like,
Sometimes your brains go a bunch of ways, and I'm like, focus.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, let's get back.
I get so jealous of men because you know they're just like all they like their thoughts are just the sounds that are physically in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
They're
A
not
to
even like
B.
original
Or
thoughts. They're just the repetition of the sounds. in the room.
yeah. But mostly for me, it's smack. Like,
Yeah.
smack. You have to time yourself against the smacks. So like, I have to have a proper rhythm. You can't like for me as a black man, I can't be off beating to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't be just like
You
know
have a
what I'm saying?
reputation to
I can't
uphold,
be
is what you're
white guy
saying.
grinding in the pussy.
I
You
don't
know
like
what I'm
I
saying?
like how you
Wow.
looked at me when you said that.
I can't be white guy grinding
I
in
mean,
the pussy.
You haven't seen
he
me
grows
fuck, so.
wings when he dances. Have you noticed this?
Who?
Have
Fuck
you
does
noticed
that
this?
mean?
Huh?
You like grow wings, like your arms come up. They don't leave your side. You grow wings. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's how you dance.
I don't dance.
They
I
say
just hold my hair.
they say
Super rock
they say how
boy.
you dance speaks to how you fuck.
What?
You fucking like a
I
fucking
don't
chicken.
know. Does that add up?
No.
Yeah. Same.
Doesn't make any sense. That was dumb.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. I was enjoying myself. Relax.
You got
It's
excited
all right,
up
Kim.
in here.
Relax, Kim. It's okay.
I'm just
It's 2020. We're not allowed to reel in a black man. Just go with it.
Y'all can't set me up.
All right, cool. No one laughs. I look like a racist.
Okay.
I think without the comment, you kind of look like a racist.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
tomato.
I'm literally gonna have to use this drop on you people for real.
What?
Where's my
What are you
off-topic
doing?
drop?
Don't change the subject. Just
I know,
answer
it's
the
so
fucking
great.
question.
Oh, I didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Thank you.
what would you say that where would you say that your the guy in your current relationship got you? What was his defining quality, if you will?
Did we lose her? Oh,
Might
hang
have.
on. I think we just lost her. Hang on a sec.
Un picchio.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. How would you say? What would you say led you into your most recent relationship? Like, what was his defining quality that got you?
Blue belt in jujitsu.
Oh shit. So
Just better than me in jujitsu. That's it. Just looks good. But that's what got me initially into it. Was just
getting your ass whooped.
like physical attraction.
Oh, okay.
Now, would you say that the idea of like better than you is that an attractive quality to you?
No, I mean I just think the idea of like being good at fighting is an attraction.
Oh, okay. So you were just attracted to that, not the
Yeah, I
challenge
like-
of like I
yeah.
want to be better than this motherfucker. Fuck him. Like,
No, not even. I don't even care if I'm better than him. I like him being better than me, low key.
Let me ask you this: Is it the more that he can protect you quality, and that like
I think instinctively that's what it is.
yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
It's
who
like, damn,
wouldn't?
I'm good, but like he beats me, so like I'll let him protect me.
Right.
I see you.
Okay,
Gather 100 type shit.
I mean, he doesn't even try to beat me. He's so good at it.
Ow, you got me, honey.
Yeah,
Got me.
I'm like, I'll get all hype. I'm like, I did so good against you today, right? And he's like, yes, you did. This fucking
You
stinks.
whooped my ass.
Rude. I can tell by the way you said that.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I've never dated a fighter, so I mean, I can only imagine what that's like. Do you guys get into like rogue fights around the house and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just break
That's
out
fun.
into like fights.
Yeah. It takes up a lot of the day. Especially now there's nothing to do, so we're just like rolling around all day.
You jump out of a corner, you're like, hi-ya! And he's like, fuck that! I don't know. I envision weird shit. It's just the way I get down. Is she there?
Oh,
Oh.
I might have lost her again. Oh,
Face froze. Oh. Yeah, terrible quality. Terrible quality.
terrible quality.
Yeah, let's rate that shit. Terrible quality, guys. You fucking up.
we'll start to wrap up here.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
gotta
like
wrap
Yeah,
anyways.
because this
the
is...
last couple questions.
Is it me because I'm in Florida?
Yeah, that's
probably.
that Florida Wi-Fi.
It
They don't
is.
want us to podcast, but we going podcast.
That's cool. We'll start to wrap up here shortly.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So, with this current relationship, you said he got you just based on that. What is sort of the dynamic of y'all's relationship outside of that? Like, do you feel like he leads? Do you lead?
I honestly feel like it's been a lot easier because this is probably the first relationship where I feel like I'm not taking care of someone.
That's huge.
There's no like, he's very like mentally well. He doesn't need therapy. He's got like a normal. He's so mentally well. Like he's
Why
like.
is she coming at all comics right now? Like why? Like yo, you better lower your voice, yo. Lower your voice, dog. What the hell you think this is,
Like,
dog?
I'm glad
He
I
doesn't
wasn't the
even,
only
like-
one that felt like Kim was looking right.
Like what you trying to say, dog? You on
He
go?
doesn't even like binge or undereat. Neither one. Which is insane to me. He just eats like he's like one of those people, he just eats till he's like, I just ate until I felt kind of full and then put it away. And there's just no like binge. It's like
No
I was like,
overindulgence.
why? I was like, oh, I usually eat until like I forget about what happened when I was 7. And then I feel sick enough to concentrate on that for a little bit. That's why we eat, right? So we think of something else. And he's
That's
like,
why
no.
I eat.
So yeah, he's very mentally well. It's very and then he reminds me a lot of times when I'm like being crazy or I'm like, and I think something's a huge deal and I have like terrible anxiety. He's like, hey, this is not normal. He'll say it.
This motherfucker
And
sounds
it's
like Mr.
very
Miyagi.
weird when you're surrounded by a lot of, no offense to the industry, when you're surrounded by a lot of people who live in anxiety bubble and think it's just normal to always be anxious and to always like, and then someone that's like a normal human, no offense. You know what I mean? Someone who's like mental, who is fine, is like, that's not normal.
Not
And
a
you
bad thing.
it's kind of fun to have someone, not fun, but I think it's positive to have someone who like makes you stop and be like, oh yeah, this is just kind of like a crazy thing that's happening.
Yeah. Take
Very
10
grounding.
minutes.
Grounded, yes.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
Not the words.
And that's
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
thing we always talk about too, because it's like the moment that women start feeling like they have to be your mama, and or
Right.
that they feel even you said earlier, like the word used the word comfortable. It's like once they start feeling comfortable, it's over. Like I always loved the way Dante Nero puts it. He always said you have to be consistently inconsistent as a guy, because you can never. He's like, as a guy, you can never let a woman feel like they got you, because once they feel like they got you and you're all figured out, like they kind of inherently just start like they get bored.
Yes and no. Yeah, in a way. Yeah, but you don't have to. I think a lot of times guys hear that and they think that they have to be an asshole, and that's
Right.
not what,
Right.
that's not what the message is.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's just like surprise them every once in a while. Do something different. Every once in a while, my boyfriend just catches an attitude with me for a few hours, and I'm like, well, that did it. I'm back now. You've claimed your throne again, and I'm back underneath you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Fuck me, daddy. Fuck me. Like, I get it. I get it.
I'm like, what do you want? I start
just-
getting like that. Like, what do you want? Like,
just
my
like-
boyfriend's doing that.
When I catch an attitude, it's about
Yeah.
nothing. So like,
Yeah.
why feed the nothing kind of thing?
Yeah.
And it ends up being about nothing. It's not always. Sometimes it's valid,
it's
but
usually
whatever.
about them.
You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just-
she's crazy. No, just playing.
No.
Yeah, you get a case of goofy bitch.
You know
Yeah,
what
just
she
a little
means.
goofy sometimes. That's all. It happens. Happens to everybody.
Yeah, the juices and the hormones start flowing, and people start acting crazy. You know, get out the ghillie suits.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten.
And then she comes over and she's like, "Hey, is the weed store open?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Welcome back."
Right.
Get your fix. Get your fix. It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Be like that sometimes. Whatever.
At least you're real about it.
I'm honest. I'm confident. My social
Kim,
intelligence
I
is on point.
definitely, Kim, I definitely want to thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Of course.
Sorry,
Thank you for
I
having
don't know.
me.
I don't know what's happening. I think it's that Florida Wi-Fi. I think we
It's
might have stopped
100% the fact that I'm in the middle of the woods. I'm living in a town where there is no internet service.
Oh
I don't.
my God.
There's no towers. There's just people are just like, yeah, this is how it is. And I'm like, what do you mean this is how it is?
What the
There's just no
fuck?
phone service, so
Where-
that's just what it is now.
Where is that? I need to know not to go. Where
Central
not to go.
Florida.
Central Florida. Okay.
Noted.
Not going. Lynch territory. Let's not do that. Because you can't get video. You can't get video, so they're gonna put you up on a.
You ain't getting live video.
This is what I think. This is what I think.
Right. The video's grainy here.
You see what I'm saying? You feel, is that is
Is it Bigfoot or is it a guy? in a suit?
is it a black guy or is it Bigfoot? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You're like, I don't know. It looks like he put himself up there.
Yo, you put me under some grainy light. I look like the Predator. You understand what I'm saying? Lynching the Predator is not a crime.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and like I'm not
If
talking
he bleeds,
like
we can
I'm not
kill him.
talking like Steve Hansen Predator. I'm talking like Predator. You know?
Yeah, fighting Arnold.
Wow.
Yeah, get in the chopper. that Predator. But
Take us out, Chief.
I want to thank you guys for joining us for another installment of the Kingz Podcast. I've been yours truly, Charismatic,
Irish O'Neil.
and
Thank you,
the
Kim.
wonderful Kim Congdon.
Yeah,
thank you
so much,
again.
Kim. Appreciate it.
This was so fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel
Remember,
like everyone knows so much about me now.
yo, just remember the twist. Teach them the twist.
Oh, the twist. Yeah, I gotta put that in my pocket for later.
Yo, no. Pull it out for right now. You can use it right now. It's okay. I'll allow it.
No, I
I'll allow
can't
it.
do that. I can't have those blogs out.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I approve. It's been charismatic approved. It's okay. I'm telling you. I promise. I promise.
All right, you guys.
All right, thanks, Kim.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.